In 2024, I set out on a journey to platinum as many games as I possibly can. It's brought me a lot of joy, satisfaction, and, anger that I just cannot stop now. Full on addicted. The Cyberpunk 2077 platinum journey is quite the emotional roller coaster, with an in-depth storyline that involves death, destruction, betrayal, and random boobs popping out sometimes. It's like a futuristic Game of Thrones happening within Night City. With 45 trophies to get, this took me well over 90 hours to complete. So yeah, the guy's saying 60 to 70. Congrats, no one likes you. Make sure you do the things like the video, subscribe with the stupid bell button on, and let me know a game that you want me to platinum next. Please don't say Red Dead 2 or I will slam my head into a wall. I promise, it's coming. It's a very long game. To get the platinum, we must complete several steps, starting with step 1. Finish the story. Cyberpunk initially released in December 2020 to a, interesting start that we just won't talk about here. It's how you improve is all I will say. It was developed by CD Projekt Red, which is one of my favorite studios, not to glaze them any more than I have already in the past, but I chose to play as the male character V for Vincent. Female's name is V for Valerie. There are a lot of choices there. I chose to be a nomad out of the 3 past. Now, you do not have to play all 3 in order to get the platinum, just FYI. I quickly meet this dude named Jackie, who's a smuggler. We are hired as a mercenary to smuggle some stuff into Night City and earn our first trophy, the Fool, for becoming a mercenary. Job ultimately goes wrong, as most do, and we end up becoming a nice merc for hire within Night City. We eventually get sent to find a nice lady named Sandra. Unfortunately, we find her passed out tits up in a bathtub, literally tits out, so if you go to stream this game, just beware. That is our first official job within Night City. Anyways, Jackie and I end up going to Konopeki Plaza, which is where the Arasaka are staying to pull off a heist. This is a very powerful group of wealthy and, psychotic people looking to further technology no matter how crazy it might seem. We steal an experimental biochip for a client. Shit goes downhill crazy. Old boy takes out his daddy and we get shot up trying to escape. With the chip damaged, Jackie puts it in his head to try and save the day. And, himself, but spoiler alert, he dies. Yeah, didn't see that coming, did you? We end up sticking the biochip into us, and our life is never the same again, earning us the Lover's Trophy. Then we ultimately get shot in the face by the client who hired us to go pull off this clusterfuck of an operation named Dexter, and we get discarded in the junkyard. Great client. 5 stars. All right, here comes Johnny. Okay, not that one, but Johnny Silverhand, played by none other than John Wick, aka Keanu Reeves. We get to see firsthand who Johnny was during a flashback and see the always beautiful Alt Cunningham. I'm not much for video game characters, but yeah, this chick's pretty damn hot for sure. We end up getting attacked and she gets kidnapped, earning us the Hermit Trophy. If you've not picked up on it yet, Johnny is living in our head rent-free through this biochip. We have split personalities, kind of like your ex-girlfriend. And we can play solely as V, but also as Johnny sometimes too, earning the Gun Fu Trophy. After being revived and rescued by Takamura, he was guarding the father Arasaka that, got by his son. We start to help him solve the murder. We also let him know there is a terrorist living in our head now, so there's that. Try explaining that to a buddy. If you didn't know, Night City's pretty violent, and there's a lot of work for a merc here. We eventually meet our girl, Pan Am, aka Mommy. Another character that I was like, damn, this chick is hot. What is happening in this game, dude? Anyways, she's a bit of a troublemaker, gotta like those girls. And after helping her find her car, we become allies. You will see dialogue options in this game when speaking, and after using 10 of them, that relates to our path, we unlock the Slanovovaska's method trophy. I had no idea how to say that. I did my best. You can read it. See this bag of wrinkly dicks here in front of us? This is Anders Hellman. He's a hard guy to find, but once we are able to find him, we start to interrogate him for Takamura. After crashing this massive spaceship carrier thing, we kill some bad guys, and then take old Anders here back to our 5-star resort for a little chat about life. This earns us the Wheel of Fortune trophy. There are multiple endings in this game, like 4 to be exact. Maybe 5. I don't remember. I got tired of doing them, so I was like, holy crap, how many more do I have? But you must complete certain tasks and make certain choices leading up to the endings to trigger being able to see those particular endings. Now, Takamura and I find ourselves being ambushed in this crappy apartment complex. Rather than leaving him there to die, we find and rescue Takamura to bring him out with us. After finding safety, we are visited by this kind of weird lady. Turns out, it's a doll. And the doll is communicating a message on behalf of Hanako Arasaka, earning the High Priestess Trophy. Now, if you're trying to figure out who's Hanako, she is the sister to the brother who got their dad. So, yeah, she wants revenge too. After ruining a local parade, proving that Saburo, who's the good guy, was killed by Yorinobu, the bad son, and then taking over Arasaka, we relinquish our body over to the Arasaka org permanently to earn the World Trophy. Now that is just one of the available endings that we have to complete, so buckle up. Step 2. The massive cleanup of trophies. There are a ton of things that we have to get done in order to acquire the platinum trophy. So one of them being the missable endings in the game is helping Takamura avenge the death of Saburo. You must have saved Takamura during the search and destroy mission in order to make sure this is available to complete. It's basically the shitty apartment that we have to find him in when it's on fire. Now, each ending is indicative upon the dialogue choices that you make. For this one, you choose to think trusting Arasaka is risky but worth it. After playing through the rest of the mission and defeating Adam Smasher, you unlock the Devil Trophy in the game. You remember Mommy Pan Am? Well, she has her own storyline, and depending on your choices, you might get the opportunity to do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight. You know what I'm saying? Please don't copyright me. This unlocks Life of the Road Trophy. Now, a few other trophies I unlocked are I Am the Law for completing all Cyber Psycho sightings, Christmas Tree Attack for completing a breach protocol with a minimum of 3 daemons uploaded, and 2 heads, 1 bullet for killing 2 enemies with the same sniper rifle shot. Remember those alternate endings? Yeah, well, we got plenty more. Got another one for you. This time you allow Johnny Silverhand to keep your body. What a scary thought that is, letting him run around with your ugly face. But when you do, you unlock the Temperance Trophy. Now, the third hot chick in this game, Rogue, depending on your type, she could be the hottest, kind of your call. There's a point in the game that you let Johnny take over so he and Rogue can, visit touching their no-no parts like they used to. Well, you take the blue pill for it to happen, and she leaves him with the blue balls by telling him she cannot do any type of relationship again with Johnny.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Either way, you earn the Bushido and Shield Trophy for watching the show. Probably my favorite character in the game, Judy. Decides at some point that she's had enough of Night City after all the losses she sustained, and well, she just kind of needs a break from it. She decides to leave, but not before having us come over to dive in this radiation-infested pond for some reason. Not gonna lie, tried to lay down some riz on her. Failed, she turned me down. I think she's into chicks and not dudes. Happens to the best of us sometimes. But I did earn the Judy vs. Night City trophy for completing Judy's storyline. Another alternate ending involves me becoming the Legend of the Afterlife and basically becoming a freaking astronaut. After completing this mission, I earned the Sun Trophy. Back to Earth to help out a kid named Randy. We actually start by helping out his uncle named River Ward. Essentially, his nephew goes missing. However, we uncover that he was kidnapped by this absolute weirdo who essentially harvests bodies. After completing River's storyline, we unlock the To Protect and Serve trophy while also hitting on his sister too. Keep it in your pants, V. Jesus, how many chicks are you going to hit on? Oh, what do you know? Another alternate ending in Missable if you're not careful. This ending involves leaving Night City forever with Mommy Pan Am, minus her brother, who lost his head to Adam Smasher. After defeating Adam, we leave the city with the Altocados and live life out forever with our girl Pan Am. Now, a few more combat trophies I unlocked is True Warrior for killing 100 enemies with melee weapons, True Soldier for killing 300 enemies with ranged weapons, Right Back at You for killing an enemy who throws a grenade at us, and Rough Landing for performing a superhero landing to kill 2 enemies. Oh yeah, one more. I earned the Quick and the Dead for killing 50 enemies while time is slowed. These are pretty fun to get as I get to experience a variety of weapons in this game. You know how the Barbie girls are made of plastic and it's, apparently fantastic? Well, we are made of implants, and I'm not talking about the fun bag double D's either. We earned the full body conversion trophy for installing at least 1 implant in each system and body part. The real Iron Man, please stand up. Remember the game Watch Dogs where you can hack pretty much anything? Good news, you can do the same thing in this game, except it's a little more in-depth. When you perform Distract Enemies Quick Hack 30 times, you will unlock the Must Be Rats trophy, which is pretty easy to get. Much like other platinum trophy grinds, there are collectibles you must find. Johnny has items spread all over Night City that used to belong to him, and when you find them, you unlock the Breathtaking trophy. In Cyberpunk, there are a lot of vehicles for you to purchase to unlock the Auto Jock trophy. Like, you really have to balance your money a bit as you go in order to buy all the cars. If you go around wasting your money, you're going to have a bad time getting this trophy. That's for sure. Like with any RPG, you're going to become a freaking crafting machine. There are tiers to the items that you craft, and when you craft 3 tier 5 items, you will unlock the Master Crafter trophy and forever be known as the best crafter in Night City. That's a lot of crafters crafting stuff. A pretty cool clearance aspect that I liked in this game, we're knocking out all the gigs and scanner hustles in each area. There are hundreds of these to do in order to earn all the trophies, and yeah, You gotta do them all. But unfortunately for me, I had some that bugged and required restarting from a save point to redo them. That did suck. However, the first one I knocked out was Little Tokyo Trophy for completing events in Westbrook, the Mean Street Trophy for Haywood, City Lights Trophy for City Center, Greetings from Pacifica Trophy for Pacifica, It's Elementary Trophy for Watson, the Jungle Trophy for Santo Domingo, and lastly, the Wasteland Trophy for the Badlands. I also had to go around and find all these frickin' Tarot graffitis spread across the city, most of them on buildings, and I had to take a picture of them. Once I found them all to complete the job, I earned the Wandering Fool Trophy. Which at this point, I was literally a wandering fool all over this damn city trying to find these things. Another very tedious and time-consuming trophy is the Frequent Flyer Trophy for finding all fast travel data terms. It is time-consuming because, well, there are a ton of these things spread throughout the city, and well, they're not exactly labeled. So yeah, your boy used a guide, that's for sure. There are numerous implants that you can get in your body, one of them being a second heart, basically just a fancy word for being able to do a free revive after you die. However, after you get V for Vendetta for killing the enemy who killed you within 5 seconds of reviving trophy, payback is a biatch. The absolute hardest trophy to get in this game, at least for me, is Gunslinger. My God, have you ever tried to shoot an enemy grenade in midair with a revolver? Yeah, I don't recommend it. Not only was it hard to aim to hit the grenade, but the enemies do not resort to throwing them much, so they're pretty tough to come by, and there's certain areas that they will throw them, so you might want to check those certain areas and see if you can find them. Want to talk about getting the band back together? We must complete the Carrie Urodyne story to do so. He's shocked to find out that we're Johnny, or Johnny's us, or we are Johnny. It's kind of hard to explain this to someone for the first time, that's for sure. After completing this storyline, though, and almost whacking some girl band, not in a good way, we earned the Too Bad Decisions trophy. Another awesome hacking ability is being able to detonate grenades that enemies are holding onto on their person. However, when you kill 3 of them, you will unlock the Diamond in the Shell trophy. Could you imagine just standing there and then boom, a random ass grenade on your partner goes kapooey and life is over? Wow, that would suck. Now that we've completed the entirety of the map, cleared every section, completed every mission, we must now reach the max level in any skill. There are 5 of them, and once I reach max level in reflexes, I unlock the 10 out of 10 trophy. It was at this moment, after almost 90 hours of seeing every alleyway in Night City, every hooker trying to make money, and every gangster trying to kill me, that I earned the coveted Platinum Trophy, Never Fade Away. Applause, please. This is the Platinum Trophy that a lot of people in the community said it's quite hard to get and kind of a hard grind. I never really felt the trophy was overly hard to get, but I did think that it was tedious and it required some proper planning, especially with all the missable endings that are found within the game. You really want to complete the things that you need to complete leading up to it, do a save, and then you can go back to that save to be able to go through and knock out the alternate endings. If you don't do that, then yeah, it's probably going to suck. But once I had those trophies mapped out and knew how to approach them, it really made the grind much less harsh than I anticipated, and I had a really good time playing through and getting this Platinum Trophy. Regardless though, I've become a huge fan of chasing trophies in games and becoming more of a completionist in my games. Easy, super hard, and everything in between. I'm going after trophies, baby. If you guys enjoyed this video and Platinum videos in general, hit the like button, subscribe with that bell button checked, and as always, be cool to people.